Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Connor here. Welcome back to the In Full Swing and a good, I don't know how many hours of content. We had the build-up. Obviously, we had last night's preview and we had the watch-along there. I think we're encompassing about 5 hours worth of live content over however many days. So if you aren't, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And that's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say. I'm absolutely stunned at people actually coming out and criticising this Leeds team after that. Should we have done better in areas? Of course we should. Should there have been more defensive resoluteness? Yes. Were we dealt with a bad hand at the start of the game? Yes. Our captain was not fit for the game. And have the back four ever played together in a professional match, a domestic league match? No, that's never happened. So all these considerations need to be taken into account. Was I gutted when Liverpool scored the fourth? I was crestfallen because I feel we deserved something from that game. I feel we deserved a point from that game. And how many other teams have gone to Anfield, donned Liverpool for possession? We finished the match with 52% possession. Liverpool finished with 48%. And also, just the general play, we were excellent. And a lot of people are bashing Leeds. How open did Leeds look? Well, okay, but how open then did Liverpool look? Because we cut through Liverpool a hell of a lot of times for me. You know, 6-ish times for me, we cut through them and we're in good positions. So if our defence was poor, then Liverpool's defence was poor. But that's always what you're going to get when you've got a high intensity, high pressing, high line team. And both teams are the exact same in that respect. Do I think we should have won the game? No, I don't. Do I think Liverpool shaded the game? Yeah, I do. I think they had a lot of chances in and around the box. I do think sometimes we looked open, but I thought in the second half, we progressively looked a lot better. I thought Robin got much, much better. I thought Pascal Struijk was the best player on the pitch. I thought Luke Ayling was a leader amongst, men. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And if that's the metric, if that's what we're going on for every single team, if we've just gone to Anfield, the toughest team, the toughest stadium in the world to go to and get 3 points. We've gone there, pushed them extremely hard. Liverpool were not comfortable today. Liverpool were not comfortable today at all. Klopp came out before the game, said he didn't want to play Leeds as the first game because they were awkward, were a difficult team to beat. And boy, were we. 1-0 down, 1-1, 2-1 down, 2-2. 3-0 down, 3-2 down, 3-3. Coming back every single time, resilience and resolve every single time, grit, determination. Were we fantastic defensively? No, we weren't. But that's going to develop. That's going to develop with a team that's never played. That back line has never played with each other, that back four. So that's always going to be like that. Of course it is. And, this whole, there was individual errors. Of course there was. Don't get me wrong. That Rodrigo penalty, that last Rodrigo penalty, it was extremely frustrating, looking away from it and just sticking his leg out. And for all that effort, for all that valiant effort, it was unlucky. Robin for that second Van Dijk goal, I still think he was cut off a little bit. He stumbled on the floor. There was a leg in the way. There was a body in the way. Van Dijk got up header. Van Dijk was clear. He was so clear to go and head of the ball. And I was thinking, how is he? Is he just completely donned? Is he just beating him completely for strength there? He didn't. Robin looked like he went down. And there was a free kick later on given for that. Curtis Jones blocking Koch off. So he was definitely blocked off for that Van Dijk goal. I'm certain of it. I've seen the highlights back and he's tripping over players to get back to Van Dijk. Players stand in his way. The penalty, the first penalty, it's very, a lot of people have turned around and say it was a stone waller. I am not sure if that is a penalty. A lot of people turn around and say it was. It's up for debate. Listen, the fact that it is a penalty, I'm not going to complain at. You Liverpool fans who were here, I'm not going to complain at that. I thought you Liverpool are an excellent team. And the reason I am like I am right now is because I'm so happy that we've put up against a Liverpool team like that. A Liverpool team who I've never seen a press like that. I've never seen a press from an opposition team like that. It was relentless. It was ridiculous. Just the quality on the ball is something we've not seen before. And I genuinely thought I feared for the worst. In that first 5 minutes because it didn't look like we could deal with them. We looked nervous. We were giving the ball away. I would say in the game, holistically, individual errors. Because if you look at all their goals, 4 set pieces? If you look at all of their goals, it was from a Leeds error. It was a Leeds error every single time. And, you look at the Rodrigo one, avoidable. Robin one, avoidable. Van Dijk goal, avoidable. So they were all avoidable goals. The best goal of the match was Jack Harrison by a country mile. Jack Harrison's goal was absolutely beautiful. Salah's goal, there are 4 players on Van Dijk. Why are there 4 players on Van Dijk? Salah's just there to roof the ball in the top of the net. But it's not a negative outlook because Leeds were brilliant. We're fantastic. I'm proud. I'm so proud of the boys. And if we can go to the best team in the world and perform like that, I don't get how you can complain. It's not even at Ellen Road. It's at Anfield. Anfield, where, away from home, sometimes Liverpool have lost the game here and there. But at Anfield, they don't lose. They don't drop points. So to say we're so close, we didn't do what Burnley did when Burnley picked up a point at Anfield, when they played a low block and just defended for 90 minutes. We went blow for blow. And what was the whole rhetoric coming into this game? If you go blow for blow with Liverpool, you get picked off, you lose 4-5-0. I've just had a conversation with a Liverpool fan who says every single time a team goes blow for blow with us, they get destroyed. They get destroyed. So then you look at it and you think, well, was our defensive display that bad? Because there were so many times that second half where Liverpool were absolutely cannoning forward and it came to nothing. It didn't come to anything. So, 20 shots, what was it that they had? Obviously 5 were on target, but 20 shots. So they were coming forward so many times. So was the defence that bad? I don't think it was. I thought Robin got a lot better. I thought Pascal's strike was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely superb. I thought it was excellent. I genuinely thought he was brilliant. And no, I'm seeing comments in there. I thought, how much did we miss Ben White? Listen, of course we're going to miss Ben White, but you can't make that comparative because you don't know how Ben White would have done today. You don't know how he would have done against Bobby Firmino. That ball could have hit Ben White's hand in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Ben White could have been stopped from getting up to Virgil van Dijk and Van Dijk winning the header. That could have easily have happened. So drawing comparatives, I thought Robin got a lot better. And what baptism of fire putting him up against Liverpool away in his first game. Leeds winning the possession stats at Liverpool. Has that ever happened? Has that ever happened under Jurgen Klopp? Has the team gone and won? I know, listen, you don't win anything with possession, but what I mean is when I talk about possession, when I talk about how we defended as a whole, there were individual mistakes, of course there were, but there were bodies on the line, there were blocks, there were headers won. You look at the corners where we won the headers. There was a lot of corners from Liverpool. There was, and we won a lot of headers. We won a lot of set pieces. It's disappointing. Bielsa's annoyed that we conceded 4. He's very annoyed that we conceded 4. But on a whole, I thought we were excellent. We were brilliant. We were so good. We showed endeavour. We showed energy. And we went toe-to-toe with the best team in the world, for me. And this is a team who won the Premier League by 18 points. Did anyone push them as close as we've just pushed them at Anfield last year? Obviously, you've got Atletico Madrid, Burnley, you've got 1-1 draw there, who just played a low block and put 11 behind the ball. Did anyone go and score 3 at Anfield? Who scored 3 at Anfield before under Klopp's era? I can't even think in the past 2 seasons. I genuinely can't even think, and I just think we were so good. The subs that came on, I've just seen it. When people talk about Tyler Roberts coming on, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought there were so many players who played who were absolutely just absolutely fantastic when they came on. Aside Rodrigo giving the penalty away, but I thought Tyler Roberts was excellent. I just thought as a whole round performance, Leeds were absolutely exquisite. I thought we were brilliant, and doing that against the best team, as I keep saying, for me in Europe and the world, it's a massive kudos for Leeds United. It's a big step in the right direction. Yeah, there's things to deal with, but Liverpool force you into these mistakes because you're panicking about this man here, you're panicking about that man there. Liverpool put so much pressure onto everything. Individual mistakes do happen. They press you into those individual mistakes, like Leeds do with teams. We press them into mistakes today. But the best goal today was Jack Harrison for me. It was Jack Harrison. And I thought, you look at that. If we're performing like that week in, week out, who's going to be able to, teams are going to struggle dealing with us. They are going to struggle dealing with us. They really are because, I think defensively we're going to shore up. We're getting our captain back. Of course we are. But I thought Pascal was brilliant as a replacement left-sided centre-back. We're getting our captain back very, very soon. Liverpool had a fully strength team there. There was no injuries. Leeds had our captain taken out, 15, 20 minutes before that we all knew of. And we had 2 centre-backs put together who's never played with each other. You're looking at Cooper and Koch have probably been training together. Cooper taken out because of injury. Stroik comes in, partners Robin. So it's a completely new back line. And I just think if we play week in, week out like that, teams are in for a real wake-up call. They're in for a real wake-up call when Leeds come to town. I genuinely believe that, because we're gonna outrun every single team. Liverpool normally drain teams down. They fatigue teams. They didn't do that at all with us. You can't do that with Leeds. You can't do that with Bielsa sides. We're matched up. We matched up with them. And I think Leeds were excellent. We've got a lot to take out from that. And guys, chin up. Seriously, don't be upset by that. Individual mistakes happens against the best team in the world. They force you into those individual mistakes. I think Fulham's going to be a very different game. You look, we've got Sheffield United, we've got Wolves coming up, very good teams, but I think we can hold our own against them. Man City coming up, going to be extremely difficult, of course, but a lot of people were saying today we were going to lose 6-7-0, 6-0. 5-0, 4-0, 4-1, 5-1 is what I was seeing from opposition fans on our stream. 4-0, 5-1. And then we get a good result today and everyone says we're overconfident and all this sort of stuff. I thought we were brilliant today. And I don't think there's been a team that has gone to Anfield and played open, expansive football like that, gone blow for blow at Anfield and done what we've done today in best part of 2 or 3 years. And I'll say that on record, because I think when teams go to Anfield, they sit back. And if they get a result, they get a result. But no team has gone to Anfield and just gone for it like we have. Open, expansive football. It's not happened. You look at Norwich, tried to do it last year and they did it for about 20 minutes. And then I think they conceded 4 within 45 minutes. I just think after today, it's an excellent performance. You've seen Bielsa, you've seen how we played together as a unit. As I've said multiple times, do we need to improve? Of course we do. I'm not being naive. I'm not naive. We need to improve. Of course we do. Individual areas, some of the passing was doing my head in, but then you've got to take a step back. This team, this Liverpool team, this Klopp counter press, how good it is. They force you into these mistakes. They're that good. They force you into these mistakes. And none of us were on that pitch today against Liverpool. So when you're on that pitch, you can make a judgment. You can say, look, I made this mistake because I was thinking about Salah on this side. Then there was Trent overlapping him. And then there was the Firmino dropping in that 10 closer to that right-hand side. So I was looking at 3 players. So when Salah got away from me, I didn't know what to do. Did I return? You know, all these things, because Liverpool moves so quick, they set traps. And I think these are all the things you've got to take into account. It's not just like dulcet, stupid mistakes. I'd probably say Rodrigo's was, but there's a lot going on in the game against Liverpool. And I think that's got to be taken into account. I really do. And I just think we played so well, guys. I think we played so well, you know, yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying, was Calvin limping near the end? I did see a little bit of a stiffness in Calvin's movement, but at the end of the day, you're going to be like that again against the Liverpool side, aren't you? Who have just sort of ran you down for 90 minutes, but we ran them down as well. And a lot of people are talking about our defensive mishaps. We got behind them numerous times. And we exploited that high line, which Liverpool, they haven't just started playing a high line this year, by the way. Liverpool have always played a high line with Jurgen Klopp. They've got the likes of Van Dijk, Trent, Robertson, Gomez, who are very, very quick. So they can recover the ball extremely quickly. So they've always played that high line. Leeds exposed that high line because of our trickery, our passing, our movement, our pace on the wings. I thought Costa and Harrison was superb. And we just looked frightening. Absolutely frightening. And Liverpool didn't like that game. That's all I'm going to say. Liverpool didn't like that game. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you're coming on this channel, did you feel comfortable watching that game? Because I thought Leeds brought it in abundance. And I don't think, based on that, we've got, you know, listen, it's a massive Premier League season, of course it is, but we've got 37 games to go. And that felt like a win for me today. It felt like a win for me today. I genuinely thought, you look at that Calvin Phillips free kick. That Calvin Phillips free kick when it was, 3-3, and it whistled past Alisson's right-hand side. That had gone in, even if we'd have drawn the game 4-4. You know, but then obviously you can make comparatives. If Mane's chance had gone in, if Salah's had gone in. But from a Leeds perspective, imagine if that had gone in, and it whistled past Bamford's chance when he went through. If that had gone in, 1-on-1. Do you know what I mean? The amount of times Costa got in on that right-hand side. I didn't see that much from Trent and Robertson. Normally, Trent and Robertson are the key creative outlets for Liverpool. It's not about Minamino, obviously on the bench, but it's not about the midfield for Liverpool. It's not about Keita. It's not about Wijnaldum. It is about the fullbacks. The fullbacks bomb on. I didn't see anything of Trent today. I barely saw anything of Trent today, whipping in some brilliant corners. He's excellent at that. but you barely saw anything of him and Andy Robertson, really. We restricted that. To do that is so difficult. We cut off that supply. No team does that. No team does that at Anfield. They don't do it. So there are so many positives to take away from that. And it does make me laugh when you get people saying, oh, it's an average Leeds side. Liverpool were just poor. If you watch football, you will understand that Leeds forced Liverpool to play that way. Leeds forced Liverpool because of how good we were able to do that. And I just thought we were brilliant. I genuinely thought we were brilliant in what we did. That was no different. That was a no different Liverpool side to what we've seen destroy many teams. And I thought we were absolutely excellent. And listen, guys, we've got so much positivity going into this season. Stay happy, stay smiling, have a beer tonight. Genuinely, be happy because Leeds are back, baby. We're back. Genuinely, I'm telling you, that was so good. So proud. Cooper back next week. Our captain, El Capitano, will be back. Got Hull in midweek as well in the Cup. Stay proud, stay happy. What's the ultimate aim for this season? To avoid relegation, numero uno. That's it, to finish 17th. That's what any club hopes for in the first, to sustain, to stay, to avoid, to get to that 40 points mark. Should we have got a point today? I think we should have done. And how many teams can say that when they go to Anfield? That's all I'm going to leave it as. Guys, keep happy, stay chilled, stay happy. We'll be back tomorrow with a proper analysis of the game with Rob Mulholland, the Leeds United-based comedian. He will be on the show live tomorrow, so make sure you stick tuned for that one. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? You get all this content on match day from this Muppet. Make sure you're tuned in to, if you're a football fan and you've not come across me before, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Lots more of this content. I'll be doing watch-alongs every single week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend with your family. Stay happy, stay good. I'll see you in a bit.